Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Movies on Our Minds. On this show, we get to talk about movies such as action, comedy, thriller, family dramas, but specifically the movie that is on all of our minds. And the movie that we're thinking about today is the latest Denzel Washington film, Fences. In this film, an African-American father struggles with race relations in the United States while trying to raise his family in the 1950s and coming to terms with the events of his life. The film is directed by and stars Denzel Washington, while also starring Viola Davis and Juan. Now, before we get started, I'd like to introduce our guest. We have returning executive producer and producer, Devon Cole.
What's good with you? How you doing, man?
Devon, how are you doing today?
I'm breathing. I'm blessed. Can't complain. How about yourself?
So far, so good. I know how much you like Fences, the play and everything, so I definitely want to do on this one.
I love the play, building fences, jumping fences. I just love fences.
I'm sorry, executive producer?
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
We have returning Captain Kazoo / Malik coming back.
Hi, I'm back. Couldn't think of anybody from this movie I'd rather be known as, so I'll just stick with my anime talk name, Captain Kazoo.
That's
Kazu.
All right. We also have returning man, Corrado.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Man, I can't complain. What about you?
I'm good.
That's what's up. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get to Fences, starting with the cast and characters. Devin, I want to let you to take this, but you start off with us.
For those who don't know, this was written by August Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a play for a minute. The first version starred James Earl Jones, but then, Denzel picked it up, and he pretty much just took the people from the play and put them in the movie, so I think he does a great job executing his character. Viola Davis, she is that black housewife like that. Like, if you had to think of a movie and think of a housewife, of a woman who stood by her man, Viola Davis.
Okay, I can agree to that.
Yeah, she was a really good wife.
I mean, just like in general, like her and her acting, like she's
She
like I see her as that role, so I can agree to that.
Juan did a great job as Corey.
Troy.
Corey.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, and Russell Hornsby did his thing. Everyone did a great job playing their part. Execution, perfect.
What about Denzel Washington, of course? How do you think he did as the main character?
Oh man, every time I see Denzel, I never look at him as the same person with a different name. I believe that he was a guy named Troy. I believe that he did not have a drinking problem, but he drunk every Friday. I believe that he stepped out of his relationship. He executed that well. He knew where he wanted to take it, and he took it beyond my expectations. So like I said, I whenever he was joking, I felt like I was joking with him. Whenever he was serious, I felt like, I need to be quiet before he turns to say something to me. Like I said, he passed my expectations, definitely.
What did y'all think about Denzel as Troy?
I thought it was dry.
You thought he was dry?
Yeah.
Why do you think he was dry?
Yeah.
I wasn't drawn in. I completely opposite of what my counterpart just said. I did not get drawn in at all. I heard him. He was there, yeah. Like I definitely heard him get serious, but I didn't hear him get serious. Like, he said he was serious, didn't seem serious. Like, it was more comedic to me than it was anything else, to be honest. Like,
I mean, to each his own. Like I said, also I have a passion for theater. I've done theater in the past.
No, don't get me wrong. I love theater. It's a very enjoyable experience, especially when the characters actually get into the characters. I actually did theater for a couple years in high school.
I mean,
one of the best experiences I've had in my life. Second to tutoring, honestly. But I need the characters to actually get into their characters.
I think our examinations is just two different. You're looking through.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
different microscopes.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, you got your opinion, I got mine.
I'm not here to argue.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, what about you, Corrado? What did you think about Troy?
Wait, to be clear, who did he take from the play and plop into the movie? Who did Denzel? You said he.
Okay, so James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
He was, the famous Troy when it first came around, and then other people have done it over time. If I'm not mistaken, who was it? Sidney Poitier, I think he may have done it over time. Other famous black actors, they've all done it. I think Forrest Whitaker may have done it. I could be wrong. Like, it's just different black actors. But seeing Denzel do it, even from his execution of his play, compared to the execution of the movie, the play, I felt like he was a lot more.
I think
lot more comical.
I think his question is, who did Denzel bring on from his time in the play? Who did he carry over to the movie as well?
Yep.
Oh, like I said, Viola Davis for sure.
She played that role on Broadway as well.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
she
that.
played that role. Russell Hornsby, I believe he was also who played the older son.
What was his name? Lion.
Yeah, Lions. I don't think Adepo was in the play, so I think it may have been someone different, Jovan Adepo, and that's really funny to you.
No, it's funny because like I feel like he was one of the characters who.
How did you feel about him?
Okay, let me just run through most of them. You already know how I feel about Denzel and Troy. Rose and actors' names I have a really hard time with. In case you
Viola
Davis. Viola Davis. Really well. She portrayed a loving housewife who felt abandoned and left after. She nailed on the hammer with that one. It was.
Okay.
I felt it all the way. Corey. At the beginning, I was really feeling him. Like when he was doing all the football stuff and he couldn't understand why his dad was just like throwing. I really felt like he was into the character at that point. And as he got closer and closer to when he started to like step up to his dad, I started to feel less like
Connected.
Less connected, yeah. Like I felt like when it got closer to that part of the movie, it felt
Like he was forcing it.
like he was forcing, like he was trying really hard to do it, but it wasn't something that
It didn't come off natural.
Yeah, not at all.
What about like the scene with the bat? And
Like that scene, and even before, like when he grabbed the bat, like that, like it felt really forced. But when he was stepping to his father, like on the porch, that maybe it was supposed to feel that way because he didn't really want, like he didn't feel like he wasn't really comfortable with stepping to his dad, because like you could see it when he started to fight him. Like
he already knows the reaction of what's going to happen.
He was still like really scared of his dad, even though he wanted to act like he wasn't. So maybe it was supposed to be that way, but it just again it didn't feel all that natural. Gabriel and the man who played him really well. I thought it was done really well. Okay. Lions. Thank you.
Played by Russell Hornsby.
Russell Hornsby. Thank you. Appreciate it. Don't get mad. I'm just not good with names. He was good. I enjoyed him all the way through.
I think he doesn't really have any major
Right.
scenes like that. So
Like-
he came, he did his thing. He is the oldest child who comes, hey Pop, I'm
But
a
like,
smooth talker,
and like,
I need
yeah,
money,
and
I'm
like he
leave.
did it really, and because
he
he came, did his smooth talking really well, and even when like it wasn't going, like when he was told off by his dad and was like, what do you mean how my mother? If you felt like my mother didn't raise me right, maybe you should have raised me instead.
Yeah.
But like I felt like it was executed near perfectly.
Okay.
And then the rest of it were like really side minor characters. Bono, he was a yes man, I guess.
Yeah, pretty
Oh
much.
no. Oh no. Oh no.
Because I mean, like aside from the conversation that he had about
Don't mess up with your
not
wife
messing
because I like
up
Rose.
with Rose, like aside from that one scene, I felt like he was just really just
That
a
was
yes
it.
man.
Yeah.
But in that one scene, it was
He really had his voice.
yeah, he had his voice and he voiced it well.
Okay.
Corrado, what about you? What did you think of the characters besides Troy and Rose?
I liked. Oh, besides Troy and Rose, Bono was good for what he was. He wasn't. He was. His importance in the movie wasn't really deep. You know, he was just there as a
Friend.
as a
talk.
part of Troy's past.
Okay.
As one of the only parts of Troy's past that is left in his life. Lions was good, and I particularly like when he came back and he had wanted his father to go to the show to see him play, and he really portrayed that well. That you could tell he wanted a little bit of acceptance. He wanted his father to see him perform and see what his passion was, and I felt like he did a good job. And I'm on here on my phone looking through, and he actually won an award for his role.
On the Broadway?
I don't know. He got 4 nominations and he got 1 award, Russell Hornsby, for his role in Fences.
Wow.
The Depo got 3 nominations, didn't win any for his role as well. They all did a fantastic job.
Okay.
I feel.
Devin, you agree?
Yeah. Everyone executed their part. I'm fine with it.
Cool. All
What
right,
about
Sean.
you? How do you feel? Yeah, how do you feel?
How do I feel about these
Yes.
characters?
About the characters, yes. How do you feel like they executed their assigned roles?
I thought Rose, to me, stole the shine. You know, she was, to me, the best character. All of them.
here with you.
She left
Because-
me wanting more. To be honest, I wanted to see. You know how they showed Troy's story. I wish I would have seen just a little bit of what Rose had to give up, or what she was aspiring to do with her life that she couldn't.
If
For
true.
her loss.
Because
Will we have gotten some flashbacks though if they were to do that, or
No.
all she had to
No.
do
We
was
need more
say it?
stories.
she
Yeah,
could have
because we
mentioned it because she
Yeah.
said, hey, I gave up my dreams and my aspirations, just goals that I wanted to do that I put aside to be your wife.
Right.
When
I
had
gave up.
this
I gave up
child.
on being a nurse.
Right.
I gave up on
Any of that
singing
would've
on Broadway. I
been
gave up on X, Y, and Z.
To have empathy for her character, that would have gone a long way. But it came from a play that was already pre-written, so not much you can do there for the plot's sake. But that would have gone a long way. But besides that,
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
I'm still
to hear
waiting on your
okay.
opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Me, I thought Rose was the best character. I felt like every time she was on the screen, she was believable. Not saying the other characters weren't, but I was just more invested in her than the other ones. Denzel as Troy, he did a great job as Troy. I just felt like his scenes went on forever. However, I was thinking in the back of my mind, this is a play. So like the scenes to where a character would leave and now we're still with this character for like a 20 more minutes, I could see how this went down on stage. Whether it's the backyard or the kitchen, front porch, and they only went to like 3 other locations besides the house, which was his job,
The bar.
the bar, and I know there's a third
The
one.
street.
That's not
the front yard.
When Corey is looking, he's walking.
Oh, the Marine.
Yeah, he's the
recruitment
Marine
post.
recruitment office.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, but his scenes just went on too long. So times to where it was like when he was walking, it was like strike 1, strike 2. Devil got me walking over there, and then walking back over here. Then he's walking there, here, there, here, there, here, there, here, for like 30 minutes out of this 2.5 hour film.
Honestly,
it just kind of dragged on to me.
Like
but
also
again,
with the scene where it's like, Rose!
that's him just being silly and
Rose!
but that's why I was thinking, remember, this is a play, and I know Denzel played this character, and he has a lot of love for August Wilson's play, so he did his best to adapt it as a film from the play as best as he can, and I thought he did a good job for that. But character-wise, I just thought, like, there's too much screen time on him, and he's just not capturing me. The only time I was truly invested was the dramatic moments.
Yeah.
That was the only times I was like, okay, I actually do want to see where this goes from. Is this going to start a fight? Is he going to say something inspirational to where it stops everything? By the way, which brings up my question. What did he tell Corey when he said, put the football helmet on? What did he tell him after that? He said,
That's
Strike one.
Oh, then he left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He said strike one. Okay.
I
Explain
said,
that.
I said with his character, usually a lot of times you see parents live out their dreams through their kids.
Except this time.
Except this
opposite.
time, because Corey argued, you know what? You're probably upset because I'm going to go on to be better at football than what you were at baseball, and I think he kind of held a grudge against that. And, he always brought up, other players who he had a better batting average than, and also it's like at the same time he didn't want to let Corey be a young man. He didn't want to let him enjoy his teenage life, football. Yes, he had a job, and the boss like, hey, I'll even let you work on weekends. That way you can still do what you love. But he didn't want to.
See, I kind of see where he's going with the whole. No, I'm not finna let that happen.
I mean,
because there's too much that can. Because he said he was gonna work on weekends, but he also said he'll hold his job. Because when you say like he gonna hold my job until football season's over,
But
that
you
means you're
didn't
not
lie
working
to him
weekends.
on that part.
I mean, yeah, because
mean,
if your job is being held, that means you're not currently working.
All right, but see, also I feel like Troy held him back because he goes, hey, I have a recruiter coming by. It wasn't talking. Everyone else talked about Corey going pro.
Right.
Corey's like, hey, I just have a recruiter coming by to talk about college. So guess what that means? That's less money out your pockets, pretty much. And he didn't see that.
He didn't want him to go to college.
Extremely
He also
stubborn,
didn't want him going to college.
But
What he wanted to do was get a trade, because a trade in college is slightly different.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, also that this is where, like Bono said, sometimes that fence is meant to keep people out. Sometimes it's meant to keep people in. I think Rose wanted to keep her family in, as well as Troy. But it's like Troy, it's like, all right, hey, here's a fence. In my yard, this is your boundaries. This is what you do, this is what you don't do. When you go outside of my fence, I'm still putting a fence around you because I don't want you to go off to college.
I have a
don't want you to go
question.
no further than that store.
I have a question about Troy. Do y'all feel like it was a little too out of his character when he ended up sleeping and got the woman pregnant? And then he came back and told her, it was like, hey, by the way, I got this woman pregnant. Again, I understand this was probably in the play and bringing the play to the screen, but for me, this is my first time seeing Fences itself. And when I saw it, I was like, that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, nowhere.
The thing is,
left field.
I know the story. Like I said, I know the story of Fences, so it's a little bit different.
Did they do that in the play?
Yes.
Okay.
But the thing
When you
is,
saw the play for the first time, that hit you out of left field?
he kind of had his points leading up to it because him and Bono talked about it. Oh, I seen you eyeing Alberta.
I mean, they talked about it. They
I
talked
thought-
about
I
it
just
in
thought
the
that was
movie
just like
too.
normal dialogue for two
Right.
friends going out.
Right.
Like, I'm married, but I see you looking at that. You know?
Buying one drink, that's being nice. The buying 3 and 4 and hanging outside her apartment, they gave really subtle hints.
They gave hints.
did.
And well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I saw him having some type of relationship with her.
Yeah, it's
But going, hey,
I got a baby.
I
on the
know
way.
I haven't talked about having an affair at all with anyone. Like, Bono doesn't even know I have an affair. He just has the assumption. But hey, this lady's pregnant.
Dude, he came out
Yeah,
like
that's-
Usher.
That's what
came out
came me
like
out of
Usher.
nowhere.
I don't
like
know.
going
Usher.
from, yo, you might be having an affair. I need you to not do that. Oh no, I'm not having an affair. I'm having a baby with another woman.
She 4
Like,
months.
that's
Second term.
that's.
I mean, you know, okay. It didn't hit me from left field, but the thing that really got me when I was watching the movie was the audience's reaction to it. Like, I think, like I said, because I know the story, and even then I was still trying to separate the movie from the play. But when he said, I'm having a baby, and you literally hear everyone go,
See, okay, I got a different thing. I got a different thing.
Yeah.
What I got was, oh hell no. I'm like,
like,
I
you know,
Yeah, that's what you're going to get at Stonecrest Theater.
But see,
That's
you
pretty
have to
good.
think about it. It's in the time of the 1950s where the men, they worked while the women stayed at home. And also at the time, the guy was like, you know what? I'm working. I'm paying the bill. So I get to go out and do what I want to do. So when he was eyeing Alberta and when he was, buying her 3 and 4 drinks, you could, I'm like, all right, yeah, it's clearly obvious that they have a fling going on.
yeah, I mean, like the fling.
Now,
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw the fling.
him having a baby, I can see that coming up. But it's just the way that he, but like the
Right.
way, the way
Yeah,
he
the
plays-
way,
that's
that's
what
what
we're
I'm
talking
saying.
about.
That's what we're
It's
talking
like
about.
out of
The
character,
way-
the structure.
like,
we felt like the
Yep.
way he
Not just
did it
structure,
was out of
structure.
was out of
because
character for
he
him.
did not,
He didn't.
usually-
He didn't relate
usually-
it to some sort of baseball thing. He
usually
just said, "I had an affair."
when he's
Right.
mad,
Exactly. funny.
But
If he had went like
when he said it, he was so subtle with it. Yeah, I have a baby on the way. God, giggity damn, hold the hell up, pimp.
if he did something like I took a steal for second base, and when I got to third base,
before you know it, I was stealing for home.
I
hit a home run.
and next thing I know, there's like I'm already back at the bat.
home
Already
base.
back at the bat, like just knocking it out of park. And next thing I know,
It's even though he relates a lot of things to baseball, I think that's one of the things where he knew.
I like that about his character. That was the only thing
think
the only way
he can relate to. Yeah, so it's like,
I mean, that's what he can relate to, but if everyone else can't relate to it, it kind of goes over their head. And so that's why I think with that's one of the things where he just had to
that's
give
a
it
good point.
straightforward.
that's the point of what I like about his character.
that is why I liked it,
So
because
hard
like I know what he's saying because it's a movie.
Yeah.
But the other characters have
No
no clue
idea.
what he's saying, and it's like, okay, cool. So like he's tongue tied for words because he's socially awkward as a grown man because he had very little interactions with other people. That
messed up in
I felt relatable. But for the most, like I enjoyed that part of his character, but the rest of it was kind of just whatever.
All right, y'all. What did y'all think about the plot and structure and the story overall of Fences? Like, we can go on all day about the characters, but the movie that we saw.
It was just another.
His past,
Excuse
though?
me. Please don't shove your hate down my throat. But it was just another
Black Daddy Issues movie that I really didn't care for.
Was it because of the way it was executed, or just the story itself?
It's a combination of a lot of
It's
things.
the typical, you got the dad who's controlling. He drinks and he tells his wife, you can't do this. Tells his sons, you can't do this. I don't want to support you in this. He's too stubborn to see the possible, bridges that could be built.
Okay.
He's constantly burning bridges.
Right.
But honestly, even though, yes, we've seen this before, I don't look at it as as another one. I look at it as, to a certain way, the first. Because, like I said, it was a play.
See, but and I understand. I 110% understand where you're coming from.
That's why for me it wasn't.
But
just another
I'm looking at it from this is the first time I've heard anything about it. Did not see the play. Did not know the play existed until after I was informed that the movie is coming out, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess it was a play first.
Yeah.
However, with that being the case, I've still seen a multitude of movies with a very similar synopsis.
Well, actually,
To this
does
movie.
that count though? Because the story of Fences came out before those other movies came
And-
out.
and that's-
I didn't.
and that's-
That's why I was like,
this may have-
technically
this
it
may
has a
have come-
leeway.
This may have come first, but I've seen all those
Doesn't
other
change
ones
the fact that
first.
it's
This is.
But
They may be cloned of those other movies may be clones of this one,
Mhm.
but I haven't seen this one until it came out recently.
But that's how I'm looking at it, is that, okay.
But you're also looking at it as you've known about this movie
Yeah,
before it was a
but
movie.
see,
You've
yeah,
known
yeah,
you've
but see,
known.
also-
So I understand what you're saying as this is the original, so it gets
Set the bar.
Right, it set the bar. So because it set the bar, I don't look at it as it's just another clone.
I look
And
at
I
it as the
definitely
first.
understand that. But me, so I'm gonna relate it to how you all might not understand because
Okay.
I'm pulling my Troy right now.
Okay.
But I played Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Okay.
Actually, I played Pokemon Diamond 1st. So I'm gonna be completely honest. I played Pokemon Diamond first,
Okay.
and after I played Pokemon Diamond, I played Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Crystal.
Okay.
You didn't play Ruby.
Hmm?
You didn't play Ruby.
I played it eventually, but like.
I gave it to you.
I continue.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
exactly.
But so because I played Diamond first, even though Diamond is the 4th generation of Pokemon, the previous generations felt like clones, even though they came before the Diamond and Pearl. So with that being the case, I still loved all the Pokemon games, just throwing it out there. But with even though the concept of Fences came out first and it was as a play and everything, it's still in my eyes a clone of another movie that I've seen already, that I've watched first, that came out first as a movie. I can't think of names because there's 1.5 million of them.
And I see where you're coming from. Like I said, 'cause this happens a lot. You got the black dad who is making the money. The wife's controlling the money. He has the older son from the
I'm gonna
other
be honest,
relationship.
that part is a first to me, because I've seen a lot of movies where like the dad is making the money and is very controlling, but seeing him go
Take it.
and just put it on the table,
That's
that was refreshing to me.
I mean,
That was
okay.
very refreshing.
Yeah, he's going.
Okay, there is a scene in this film that caught my attention, and it's when they were arguing, Rose and Troy, after the affair. Something that caught my eye that was awesome for film that you would not have caught as a play was the scene where Rose stepped out of the house and hit the
Yeah, I
fence,
love this.
and when she hit the fence, the rose that was in her hand, it dropped to the ground.
Yeah.
I like that symbolism. You know what part I'm talking about?
Yeah. Because who was it? Gabe. I
Mhm.
just gave, hey, I got a rose, just like your name.
Yeah.
And then it's like, when he was like, take it. Like, she was acknowledging him, but she eventually just took it anyway. And
Right,
then
she
after that,
ignored- right, she stone cold ignored
after that whole
this man.
situation happened, it's like she ran and she got the fence. That's the only thing that's going to keep her up. But it's like, that rose was like all the love that she had put inside of Troy, all the faith and hopes and dreams and
There you
aspirations
go.
that she put
There you
inside
go.
of Troy. And
Now
when
it
she,
makes
and when
sense.
when she dropped that rose, it's like, you just dropped the ball on everything that I was putting in towards you because
Oh, okay. Now he just answered my question.
Rose didn't
He
die.
just answered.
her
I
loving
thought,
affection.
see, the way I took it, I told Malik when it happened, I thought that she was going to die. The symbolism I got from this, because again, I haven't seen
That
this.
happens in a lot of movies when a chick
Yeah.
has something and she drops something that's precious. She's
Some-
about to die.
either
I
she
thought
dies
like
or
her,
someone just
she,
dies.
like
Selena, when Selena dropped the ring in the movie, she ends up dying. So I wouldn't say.
but she goes downhill after she drops the ring. That's
but see,
that's what
I wouldn't
thought.
say that she died, but that's where their relationship died.
Okay, see, I didn't take it like that.
And you seen how stale she was towards him afterwards. He goes,
Right,
"Hey,
because when she was
I
holding
got
a
a
baby,
baby.
she was like, "This baby is not motherless,
but you're wifeless,
womanless."
Yeah, and he goes,
Well,
I know this isn't your baby, but
want to help me raise it.
she,
She
don't
innocent.
don't take your anger out on the baby.
You're right. I'm not. I'm taking that on you.
Exactly, and
Suck.
and she
I hate you.
and even then, you could tell she still loved him because she still said, you know what, I'm your wife technically, so I'm going to raise his mother because his mother shouldn't have to be punished for your
This
ignorant
mother?
mistake.
This mother.
I'm sorry, this baby should not have to be punished for your ignorant and foolish mistake.
4-week-old mom shouldn't have to be.
And what did you think about? Did this movie feel long to y'all?
It's so very
It was
long.
so
Yeah.
long.
Really?
It was so
Because the way it was-
long. Oh my
Like
Nice.
you said, Rose was the most rounded character.
She was.
She was the most dynamic character.
Mm-hmm.
You seen her when she was like, Corey, I understand where you're coming from, but look at how your dad's looking at it. You seen her when she was mad.
Just let the boy play football.
Yeah, exactly. She goes, hey, this is what he loves to do. Let him do it.
Right, he gonna play football, and this is the last time I hear about it.
Right. That was a nice scene.
Exactly.
He-
Put her foot down.
Yeah, he never ended up playing football. He went to the Marines.
That's true.
When she goes,
Play
hey,
football too.
when she was like, hey, give me the money so I can give it to him. Like I said, she had the most dynamic role. Why? Because she's been standing here for 18 years right there with him.
I have a question. Do y'all feel as if Troy's death was sudden in the film? I don't know how it went into play,
was
but
6
it was
years.
just like, no, it was not 6 years, but, well, yeah, it was 6 years.
Yeah.
But it's just like, as soon as he was done fighting him, and he was playing baseball, so am I to assume that that's when he died, as soon as he left and he died playing?
No, what happened was, okay, so he just got into a fight with his son, just kicked his son out, right? And he's like, I can't taste nothing.
You ate peanut butter?
I can't taste nothing. I can't taste nothing. He's like, something's happening. I'm about to die.
He was talking to
but
Death.
you know what? I'm not finna die. What's up, Death? I'm ready for you. That's what that
Yeah.
scene was. That scene was like, Death, you back.
Bag, yeah.
Catch it. I ain't worried about nothing. Catch it.
You churning butter?
Catch it.
And that's why it cut to black, because, I'm about to take
he
it.
was, he was
If
fighting
I'm
Death.
not-
No,
if
he
I'm
was
not
fighting
mistaken-
Death.
If I'm not mistaken, it's how it happens in the play too.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, hey, he goes, I can't taste nothing. But even then, if I'm not mistaken, because I kind of dozed here. But,
Oh, really?
But when the movie, like when he looks up towards the sky,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, it looks kind of blurry. If I'm not mistaken, and
The
so
color's a little
It,
faded.
yeah, it wasn't really blurry, but the colors were
fuzzy,
faded.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
faded.
So that's how you knew that something was gonna happen.
on.
And then once they jump to the scene of him coming back, it's a whole new light on the situation because now what's her name? Raynell is there.
Also,
Right.
also the fence is finished.
Yeah, the fence.
Finally.
6+ years.
I would like to point out, Bono
Yeah.
is a good husband.
He is a good.
You know why I say that?
Just he got the refrigerator.
Because he got the refrigerator. The fence wasn't finished.
We got there.
But he got her that refrigerator.
But you know what? But he goes, hey, I heard you were working on it. So I guess
No,
went ahead-
he said I heard you finished it.
Yeah, I heard you fence. He went ahead and did his thing. But also you realize how even with that situation after Troy became a driver, but even with what his assumption was, he still backed off from Troy because he didn't want to have anything to do with that because he didn't want Rose coming to him like, so you knew he was having an affair with me.
Right.
So
Well, I didn't take
He
it like
stopped
that.
showing up.
I
He
took
stopped
it like
coming around.
he was seeing the dangerous path that Troy was
yeah,
going
yeah,
down.
yeah, of course.
It's not that he didn't want Rose to come at him. It's just he didn't want to be a part of it as
Period.
as
Yeah.
a good friend. He
Yeah,
didn't want to
yeah.
help his friend go
because
down that
he
path.
realized that Troy had something good.
Yeah.
Quick question. How was y'all experience when y'all saw the film? We all have actually different experiences when we walked in this film before it started.
I spent 3 days trying to go see this film.
Okay.
And I can only speak for myself. This is my experience. This was the first movie that I had been to that when I went, lines were outside of the theater. They were writing on paper. Sold out. This was one of those movies that people wanted to see so bad, you had to go 2 hours in advance to buy your ticket. That's really what you had to do because if the movie started at 8:30, you couldn't go up there at 8. 8:15 and bought a ticket. You had to be up there by 6:45 because probably that 7:30 show was already sold out too. So it was like I said, my experience getting a ticket was hard enough, but then after I actually sat there in the movie.
Oh yeah, you did too. Actually, never mind. Y'all on the same team. Go ahead.
Actually,
We're
after,
talking about I pay for all of my tickets.
Yeah.
after I actually got
practice.
in there and I was watching it, the crowd so upset me. Like every
What did they
scene,
do?
every scene with Gabe, they felt
Yeah.
the need to laugh. I'm
I
like,
think that's a
bruh,
common thing.
everything is
that's-
not funny with someone who is special.
That's true, but he had his comedic moments. I'm not saying he's a comedic relief the
Yeah.
character,
He did have
But-
some,
but he had his moments.
But
like,
but even at the end when he was blowing the trumpet,
all right,
and you see him getting frustrated, they were laughing.
our theater laughed too.
Okay,
I laughed.
the
It was
only
funny.
funny thing, the funniest thing, even when he got frustrated and Lions was trying to hold him, people were getting upset, and I was like, dude, why are y'all laughing? The funniest thing about that was when the clouds open up and the sun start peeking through, and he goes, "That's how that works." That was funny. Okay,
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny, but they were laughing every time. Like when Troy was feeding him like applesauce, whatever. He was like, "You take it." So he goes, "Took it." That way, no shows. Hey, I'm connected.
That was funny. Did you not see Troy's face?
I
don't think he-
Okay.
Actually, the part that people laughed in our theater
Yeah.
to where I was like, I don't know why y'all laughing at this, was the part where he was in the bed with Rose. And
Yeah, he got
Rose-
the call.
Yes.
And he said, Alberta died by giving
Yeah,
birth.
and then he just,
I,
he's
Okay.
falling and everything. Everybody laughed. I was like, I don't know
I
if
can
that's
kinda-
supposed to be funny.
And see, and I'm thinking, I'm like, bruh, y'all know if y'all got,
that phone.
let's say your mom died,
Yeah.
and you fainted,
My mom's not my.
and if I
my,
laughed,
my mom's not my mistress.
well, anywho,
It's so
but
more
if you
emotional.
heard that someone died, and you faint, is you finna?
Yes.
If I laugh, you like,
wrong person to ask that.
Yeah,
someone's
maybe
gonna
I'm-
ask, how could you laugh at a time like this? Because it's funny,
It
obviously.
is.
I'm gonna be, okay, you guys.
Well,
I'm
at
gonna
least
be
you got a
honest with
sense
you
of humor
guys.
at
I'm
life.
gonna be honest with you guys. I dislocated my knee. If you watch Anime Talk, you'll know that. I laughed when it happened. I laughed after it happened. I'm still laughing about it to this day. I go to physical therapy 2 times a week. It is a 4-hour process to get there and back, and I'm still laughing about it because it's funny.
I mean, it's just I don't. I think people found it funny, which is like, yeah, the way he fell out. But I'm like, let's look at the overall situation here.
Nah, he's close.
Okay, he just heard some devastating news because the baby's born, the baby's fine. So when they threw that curve in there of, yeah, but she died.
Okay, cool. That's right here.
That's when it.
Want to
Okay,
know?
cool.
Want to know who else got some devastating news?
What?
What's your boy from Ip Man? What was his best friend's name?
Oh yeah.
And Rogue
Donnie,
One?
yeah.
No, that's it, man.
Donnie, but what was his friend's name in Rogue One?
I don't know.
Okay, because his friend got some devastating news and watched his friend die in front of him. What did he do? Took out some soldiers.
Yeah, 3. Like he's
I
so
mean, but I-
cool. But yeah, he took out 3.
it's-
But we're not talking about Rogue One.
But it's just the people's reaction to that was just something else, and also just like throughout the movie, people were just talking, and someone would just like laugh in the middle of the scene, and this to the point to where the whole theater, I'm like, yo, really? You finna catch these hands, bruh. You really, in fact, you finna catch these baseball bats right here, bruh. Because I was pissed, bruh. I'm like,
You brought your own baseball bat to the movie.
He was that enthusiastic about
boom, boom.
fences.
Okay.
He loves fences.
I
yeah.
finna swing them
He
things,
loves
bruh.
fences.
Like,
All right, Devin, what would you give this movie out of 10?
5 out of 5.
Out of
Out of
10.
10.
I'm sorry. In my mind, he already said 5. I was too
This is the
relaxed.
smartest thing I've heard him say all day.
Touche. 10 out of 10.
You give it 10 out of 10?
Yes, the overall movie is 10 out of 10. Yes, it does have its parts where it's lengthy, and it does not have any major scene changes because it's stuck to the authenticity of the play,
Okay.
of which the play doesn't go anywhere. But you know what? The one thing I wish I could have seen in the play and in the movie what does Alberta look like if you have an affair with her? That's the one thing I truly want to know.
Yeah, she gotta be bad, bro.
Like,
Yeah, I do.
She got to be bad.
And
That, see, that's
And
something.
white.
That's one of those. You leave it up
Did
to
you
the
not see that baby?
imagination.
Did you
not
You
see
know
that
what I'm
baby?
saying? That's one of those
That's one
things
of
to
those
where
things I
you can
can't-
leave it up to the imagination. You don't need to see Amber,
Nah.
but all you need to know is that she's bad to where you can cheat.
Well,
okay,
is she really that bad?
Well,
Being
but
the
see,
fact,
we're
being
just
the
gonna.
fact
That's
that,
what we can
that,
assume.
that there's
Maybe
always,
she's not bad, but she is bad to him.
I don't think she couldn't have been bad. She couldn't have been bad because if she was bad, then the doctors would have saved her.
Shut
Wow.
up. All right.
Wow, Malik, what
So
do you
50s.
give it out of 10?
Okay, so I'm just gonna slightly disagree with something he said. Like, well, I mean, no, I'm not gonna disagree because he said like they stuck true to the play, and I feel like I feel like that was kind of a downfall of it.
Really?
Yes, because like you said earlier, where there was a lot of time where we saw Troy,
Yes, that's
like
true.
a ton of time where we saw Troy, and if like they compensated for the fact that it was a movie and not a play, we could have got more fleshed out characters instead of just a rounded out Rose, a overbearing Troy, and then a bunch of moderately lackluster side characters.
It's other things that you could have added. Like
Right.
I think
Like-
when she went to the church for like the little bake
Right?
sale.
Yeah, we could have. If we
Oh,
saw that,
that's what it was. Remember, I said outside,
Right.
and then
but like we didn't.
But
But
you- but you know what, though?
All we saw was her being held by a bunch of.
So what would you get out of 10 though?
3 or 4.
Damn, that's pretty low.
I mean, and part of it is just like it's not.
How do you get that?
You just slightly disagree with that 10 out of 10. It's really 3 or 4.
Slightly.
I wasn't slightly, bruh.
But no, I mean like it was very.
Denzel, go back, make the film, and have Alberta run into Rose at the church. That'd be fine. I think that'd be pretty interesting there.
Flesh out the rest of your characters a little more too.
Corrado, what would you get out of 10?
Honestly, for a movie, 6.
6.
I liked the story. I liked the plot. I liked the execution, but and it was done well, and they all deserve like all the awards that they were nominated for, and that they got. Props to them all, but at the
They
end
were
of the day,
nominated for it. It said they.
some of them won. Some of them won.
Again, I don't. Awards are not important to me.
That's right.
That's true.
If I was Kevin, maybe, but
Kevin.
they're not important to me.
Damn.
Well, I actually agree with you. I am going to give it a 6 out of 10 too. It did exactly what it was meant to do for it to be adapted from a play. I thought that was interesting, but in the long run, I thought it was boring. As a matter of fact, there was a fat woman that was like 2 seats on my right. Snored after like 20 minutes in the film, and for some reason I wasn't pissed. Like I really should be joining you right now, but I want to pay attention. I don't even feel like yo wake up or anything. Like nah, I ain't mad at you.
Back to the Future's boring, okay? But this movie.
Whoa.
So
Well, we
anyway,
ain't got that much value if you can't be saying crazy stuff. I ain't even seen it, so I'm
Whoa.
not gonna argue with anybody, even though it's sitting right here.
Who watches Back to the Future when you can just watch Rick and Morty?
Thank you.
We're gonna
All right, y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming out. Corrado, where can we find you?
on Facebook, Corrado Juan Harper, or on Instagram, Corrado JH.
What's up? All right, you can find me at. Yeah, I ain't even gonna do that. I'm not gonna be me. Go ahead, Devin. Tell us where we can find you.
Y'all can find me on Facebook at Devon Cole, DEVONCOLE. Snapchat, DDCole24. Instagram, DCole24K. MySpace, I ain't got the MySpace.
24K.
LinkedIn.
Okay, never mind.
All right, what about you, Malik? Where can we find you?
Instagram, Twitter, PSN, Steam, all of those are Blackfire 2400, BLACKFIRE 2400. I'm also on Facebook, Malik Dubstep and Christie, MALI, just one I, K, Christie, CHRISTIE, not whatever you see right here, unless he fixed it, which I doubt, but it's whatever. But yeah, that's where you can find me. Also, Anime Talk, come check me out, Captain Kazu over there. Yeah.
All right, y'all. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Baroque Bochenek, BROQE, BROKL. Guys, let us know what you think about this episode. Did you see Fences and agree with our thoughts? Leave us a comment. I'm also going to put in the description below King BACH'S parody of Fences. If you haven't seen it, you've got to check it out, especially if you've seen the movie or even the trailer. Hilarious. Definitely see it.
Let me tell you something.
We just clean off that
No,
snot.
nigga.
We just clean off that snot. I like my snot.
But this is our last episode of 2016 for Movies on Our Minds, and we will see y'all next year. But before we go, we all have a message for everybody out there. Is there anything that y'all want to say right quick?
Let's go light skin and dark skin.
Okay.
That is ridiculous.
I know, right? Like, wow.
Just leave that.
Guys, we all know that 2016 was not the best year, especially with the fact that a lot of people passed away this year that we really cared about. And I guess what we're trying to say is, or at least me, is that 2017 is going to be a better year for all of us out there, and I just want to give the best wishes to everybody. So, is there anything that y'all want to say?
Yeah, stay woke. That's it.
Okay. Malik?
Yeah, it's always brightest. It's always darkest before the dawn. What else? Never give up on your dreams.
I'm not going to finish that quote.
What?
That first quote, right?
It's always darkest before the dawn.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of The Dark Knight.
No. I'm just quoting cliches right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just quoting cliches because they're
Why would his
important.
uplifting message be from the Dark Knight?
Right, come on now. The
So I
Dark
was just
Knight,
letting you.
come on now.
The dawn is coming. Like,
No,
nope.
man.
That's
Dawn
not gonna
is
make
coming.
anybody feel
happy
better.
now.
Sorry.
Okay, but yeah, no. What else? Live your dreams. Keep moving forward. Just keep swimming. Believe in yourself. USA. Go for the gold. And I have faith in you. I believe I can fly.
Devin, what do you want to say?
You know what? 2016, we lived, we learned,
We
we
laughed,
laughed,
we loved.
of course. So, with that being said, just, believe in yourself, believe it, live it, achieve it, and go Trump.
Oh, I'm also on my Naruto grind. Believe it! Sorry.
I don't know where that came from. That doesn't help anybody in the 2017.
It really doesn't.
You
That
know
wasn't
what?
positive or
Right, because Naruto is over.
'Cause now,
Unless you watch Boruto, keeping it running.
this guy just became McMill, took a huge L with that one. So, go ahead,
Bro,
wrap this out of here.
how are you guys going to spell failure if I'm catching all the L's?
From all of us, have a happy new year, and we will see y'all next year in 2017. All right?
Deuces.
I'm done waving. I'm not gonna wait no more.